Music cued. Check. Presenters ready. Well, 2 out of 3's not bad. This is TigerTails Radio.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else in between, and welcome to another delightful, delectable, and otherwise entertaining episode of TigerTails Radio. I am TK Tiger no less, and this is Season 15, Episode 27. We have been here for far too many seasons, but we are officially gone past the halfway point now. So we've just got half the season left, and then we can kick back and retire for a few months while we just rebuild the studio again, as always, as is tradition.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Yes. And so, I am not the only one who appears in this madness and madcapery. We also have Xavier tonight.
Hello all.
Hello. And we also have Charleston.
Hello.
And for those who'd like to see it, we also have The Void. Whee! And there we go. So yes, we are here to entertain your ears for another 90-odd minutes of fun, frolics, noise, and some Jackbox gaming as well. We have Jennifer Batgirl in the channel. We have Husko the Husky in the channel as well. Going, radio! Yes, we are here. We are back. We have returned for another time, post-Eurovision. That was fun.
Post the sunny weekend and then back to the rain, I notice.
Yeah, it's been raining, but since I've been ill, I've not really been allowed out, so apart from trips to the doctors to get things looked at. But we will talk about that during the first segment, which just happens to be...
This is TigerTails Radio. And now let's catch up with the cast. This is Review of the Week.
Review their weeks first.
Because I will, because I got nothing.
Okay.
Okay, well, let's just
first.
All yours.
I got nothing. I watched Eurovision and Doctor Who, and now it's basically my entire week. I've got nothing to talk about.
There we go. My week is very similar. I was ill. I got high medication again, which has been keeping me going for the last couple of weeks. And I did Eurovision. That was fun. had a couple of people. We had Echo and Husko come over for our Eurovision. We had a good time. Nibbles were had. Everyone went home, left all the nibbles behind. So I'm still going through the nibbles as we speak.
In between your allocated medication times.
No, since they scooped all the goop out, I'm not having to have the antibiotics anymore. So I can freely eat again, which has been nice. Husko says, have you managed to make a dent in the Danishes? Yes. Are there still Danishes left? Yes. Will there be Danishes left for the next couple of days? Most likely.
Damn, that's a lot of Danishes that got bought then.
Yeah, it was one of the Costco 12 packs.
Goddamn.
Only about 2 or 3 of them got eaten during Eurovision.
Yeah.
I was left with a lot of Danish. And Pringles. And chocolate biscuits.
Pringles. Oh, God.
And pop chips. And Fanta. But the Fanta's all gone now. The Fanta got vanished very swiftly. Because it has been warm in this flat of mine. And so,
the weekend, yes, it has been very warm for the weekend.
Even now, I mean, right now, my thing is reporting being at 26.5 degrees Celsius. And that's mostly because I've had to shut all the windows because it's raining. And
yes.
So yes.
With the PC on, your room heats up like a PC.
Yes, well, it's only a laptop, but it kicks out a tremendous amount of heat, as does the PS4, for the Jackbox gamings and things. But I've also been playing with my PS2 a lot recently. And I do believe... Oh, it's turned itself off. Hush. If we peek behind the window, we can see the inner workings of the PS2. If I click here...
Nothing changed.
Nothing's changed because we're showing the first Jackbox game, which will come a bit later.
Yeah.
But if we go to PS2 Vision...
Ooh. HDMI source.
I know, right? Yeah. One thing I have learned when playing with PS2 is never get an upscaler that has an on-screen display, because it hangs around on screen for entirely too long.
Yeah, we learned that when we were streaming from the house for TigerTails Gaming a lot.
Yes.
Especially for the live streams where we switched between games.
Or switched between resolutions.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was all fun.
Well, the same thing half the time.
So now we have just a few games available on my PS2. I've been very busy over my time off.
Oh, this is new because this is showing box art.
I know. I've got a new skin for it, and so yeah, we got the European version and the American versions of some games, because some of these games have had their online functionality restored thanks to the community, but you need very specific versions of the games. So
that sounds really good, as opposed to some things that have been happening over the past couple of weeks.
I know.
Well, past week.
So I've finally got the American DDRs, albeit in not quite official format.
Are you allowed to dance rapidly, or is the doctor telling you need to be bold and slow?
I'm playing it with my thumbs.
You're doing your fingering. Okay,
yes,
that's fine.
I'm doing fingerings. Well, I've managed to get some games working that previously didn't, like Guitaroo Man. So I've been having fun with that. And
remembering how fucking hard it is. Yep, absolutely. Yep.
And of course, just for the Sunday streams, we have made sure that the Neopets game still works.
I don't know why that has hooked me. I really don't. Well, I kind of do, because modern day gaming is interesting at this point in time. But yeah, it is fun.
It is very fun.
Well, at least you've been keeping yourself occupied, because like having injuries like you have had, some people would just zone out.
Yeah, well, I've been keeping myself occupied, and I've also been doing things like updating popular stations and things like that, and slowly but surely. So yeah, I've been keeping on top of things, getting on top of things slowly but surely, which has been the plan. And I've put an application to extend for a week because I'm still oozing goo, and I'd rather not go back to the office while oozing goo. So we'll see if that gets approved.
Well, if the doctor says it's not good for you, then it will get approved.
Yeah, I mean, I'm expecting a reply to it because you have to do it online now. I'm expecting a reply on Thursday, even though I'm supposed to be going back to the office on Wednesday. So yeah. I'll give them a call tomorrow and say, hey, this is the update. This is what's happening. How do we work around this situation?
Just make sure you check in with your HR about how much sick pay you have, because we've had one guy at our lot who ran out of sick pay because he'd been taking a lot of sick time. So.
Oh, I should have
plenty. Just follow up with HR, just in case they because they don't show it on your pay slips, as in how much you got left.
No, they don't.
So it's like, just make sure you know.
But considering it's only been a fortnight so far, and I should have plenty, because I've been there, 11 years coming up, so... And I haven't
you should have the full years, yeah.
And I haven't needed all that much in the past. There was a time I took a couple of weeks off of kidney stones a few years ago, but I think I've regenerated any kind of thing. So I should have at least a month, I'd say.
Actually, I'm fairly sure it refreshes after you've been working for a solid year. But yeah, I'm going to love your return to work, because it'll be like, can you describe what happened to you? I can.
Oh,
do you want to know?
In great detail. How much detail do you want to know?
Like, is there anything we can do to assist? That's the next best question.
Yes, it's like, how about give me, I don't know, another month off? That'd be nice. It's like, I haven't earned it. It's like, yeah, we can give you a month off, but you won't get paid. Yeah, I'm not too keen on that, thanks. So, but yeah, that's mostly been my time. It's mostly been keeping up with mostly the ibuprofen and paracetamol. Because over-the-counter has actually been hitting the spot, which is pleasant. It's not normal that happens. I normally need something stronger. So it's been nice. But yes, it's mostly been upgrading with the PS2. I found the memory card thing that makes the magic happen. I've found a load of them on eBay for going for a song. So I'm like, if I've ordered one, I'm going, if this works, I can get one for all of my PS2s. That would be nice. Yes. It would certainly mean I could get rid of some of the games I have, because I've got multiple copies of games for LAN play. So if I can just move them to SD card instead, then I can thin out some of my game collection. Which means when I move out, I won't have to carry so many fecking games. Especially Need for Speed not Need for Speed Underground, Tony Hawk's Underground 1. I've got like 11 copies of it by accident, because I kept forgetting to update my spreadsheet. And it's like, oh, I need this. Oh, wait, I need this. Oh, wait, I need this.
You'll be able to open your own shop at this rate.
Actually, I don't need this. I've got way too many copies of this. Whoopsie daisies. So yeah, it'd be nice to be able to go to CEX. Hey, give me some voucher, because I've got a load of games.
It won't be for much, though, unfortunately.
Nah, they're not worth all that much anyway. But
yeah.
But it's all good. So, Mr. Xavier, that has basically been my week. How has your week been?
Yeah. Dental thing that I talked about last time. Yeah.
Has that gone through now?
It started. So last week was mostly work, and then I had a message to say, I had a phone call to say, can we move the appointment because the chair's being refurbished? I was like, okay, fine. When can I move it? Monday. Okay, fine. So I had the fun of basically trying to reorganize. Well, basically, I just said to work, this has happened. This is what I'm going to do. You can sort this out for me. Bye. So I was in normally for Thursday and in normally for Friday. So that was fun, office days, during a week where it felt like no one had really organised what they were doing for office days properly. I think this week is the same, so going to be fun. The week has been, so far, up until the weekend. The weather has been improving steadily into the weekend, but it hasn't been brilliant. So I've mostly been indoors. And then with the idea of, a nice weekend, go out and have a picnic, which is really ideal because all of my normal socialising things got cancelled because illness has been happening still ongoing. Everyone is being ill. The flus and everything, which is all good fun.
Oh, Charleston.
Yes?
Mute myself and Xavier for about 30 seconds.
Okay.
Let me know when you're done.
Okay, you're muted.
Cool.
Shall I continue?
Oh, one thing I forgot to mention.
Yeah.
I phoned my dad today.
Oh.
He's got COVID while in hospital. Yeah. Not supposed to have it, but yeah, that happened.
So long as he's getting the cover and treatment, because my missus is dealing with family who's currently got illnesses, which is never ideal, and they're the type of people who will phone up and go, "We've been told this," and it's like, grand. What do you want me to do about it? We've received this letter. Grand. What do you want me to do about it? I'm so glad I'm not part of these telephone calls. But yeah, so it's been all right, peaceful for this weekend. It was like nice sunny day. Was very lazy aside from housework. And then went out and had a picnic on the Sunday, which was nice because it was down to the duck pond, fed the ducks. had a little bit of a picnicky thing, which was really nice and relaxing. And then like chilled on the PC. And then Monday comes around and it's like dental appointment. And I don't like dentists, I don't like doctors, and I don't like being poked in any part of my body by needles and stuff. So fear and terror are a thing that I have whenever I go for these things. So this was the appointment to basically go, let's see what's going on. And they moved it to earlier in the day, which is great because it means 20-minute walk down to the dentist, appointment, 20-minute walk back from the dentist.
Ow.
So
that's a long-ass walk.
That's a good long hour gone out of the day.
Yay.
Hour and a half.
Just what you always wanted.
Not really. Especially when it's just a case of, okay, we'll get out the tools and we'll stick metal in your mouth and we'll x-ray your mouth. And you'll have the wonderful conversations where they go, well, clearly you've not looked after your teeth. And it's like, this is why I'm here. Thanks.
I like the x-rays because, well, all the metal work, they kind of jam in there to get your cheek to puff in the right direction so that they can go,
no, it was just a thing with a slide on it. They went, bite down on this. Okay, fine. Yeah. They did all the scans. But it's, in terms of stuff, it was like 3 fillings. They suggested. It was like, okay, fine. That's alarming. The extraction I need, which is going to be costly anyway.
Yeah.
An extraction of one that the top part of the tooth would come off. When I say top part, I mean the body of the tooth, not the roots.
Yeah. That
came off a long time ago.
All right.
Ever since then, no issues with the roots. They've been absolutely fine. But they've gone, oh yeah, that's a suggestion. We should get that out of the way.
Probably.
And then the inevitable, well, you need to see a hygienist, and you need to see a hygienist before we do the extraction. I was like, okay, fine. Because basically they want to send me to someone who can bitch at me, torture me, and then tell me how to properly clean my teeth.
Yes.
Because that's what the hygienists do.
They have that little water thing which they go and just scrape everything off with.
Yes, but do you want to know the weirdest thing? Right, I'm listening. They're giving the advice, and they go, "Okay, when you're brushing your teeth, just brush all over the gums." And I'm sat there going, "Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely fine. Your gums will bleed a lot, but then it will get used to it." I'm going, "Okay."
That's how you combat gingivitis. You brush your gums as well as your teeth.
Yes, but do you remember the dentist when I last went? It was, you brush your teeth. You don't brush into the gums because that does damage to your gums. That's the last thing I remembered from a while ago. Admittedly, this is well before the COVID times, but yeah. Grand advice. So I came home after the wonders of metal in my mouth, which I do not like the taste of. Hygienist next week, and then I'm going to have to figure out when I'm going to book the extraction I need.
Yep.
Because everything else is, do I want to burn my money on that?
Have they given you a price yet?
Oh, I've got the price list. I looked down at how much they were going to cost the entire thing, and it's like, well, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, it is.
It's a lot of money, and that's just for the 2 extractions, fillings, the X-rays that were done.
How much are your X-rays?
The X-rays were like 26 quid if they were outside of the first appointment. The first appointment gave you 2.
Okay, that's not too bad then.
But they wanted to do an extra one because of the stuff on the left-hand side of my mouth, which was like, okay, thanks, great, cheers.
When I had my X-rays done, they were like 7 quid each.
Yeah, it depends where you go, who you're with, and if it's NHS or private.
He was private.
Yeah, and it really does depend on a whole bunch of factors. This is the cheapest one in my area.
Yeah.
Because there are other ones that are like, we charge you hundreds for what? Fillings.
Yeah.
What are you filling my teeth with? Gold? No.
Reinforced molten lead. It's like, lead?
Lead would not be useful.
Lead
no.
would not be good, no.
If it's diamonds and steel, I'd be fine with, because then it's a case of I will eat my way through anything with no issue, but no.
Yes, including your gums and your cheeks.
I don't understand some of the charging, because it's like, here's the veneers, here's like all of this stuff, and then what they charge, it's like, that's more than an extraction from where I'm going now.
Yes.
Why?
Just go to Turkey and get it all yanked out and got falsies screwed in.
Oh, no. It's very tempting, which is why a lot of people do it, because it's just literally, if you've got a reliable person to do it on the cheap, you don't have to worry about it. The trouble is, it's probably going to be dentures for me in my later life. I know that one. I ain't worried about it because I know my mum's had them and that. But...
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the dentures. Because dentures you can take out.
Yes, and they don't scream in pain.
No.
Well, teeth technically don't scream in pain. It's the nerves that are attached to your teeth. Well, actually, the nerves that are surrounding your teeth and that get impacted by infection.
And with product insert name here, I can eat walnuts now. And it's like, I don't see how dentures are going to help me eat walnuts because I don't like walnuts to begin with, but, you know.
Well, I can understand the hard food because after a while, especially when you get into a certain age, hard food, it's like, I'm not really eating, I'm just self-torturing. You know, it's like Toblerone. Toblerone always has been food that is like painful to eat. As you get older, it just gets more and more painful to eat.
What I don't understand about Toblerone is how you're supposed to cut it, or like, you know, snap it, because you're trying to snap.
These days they're bigger gaps, so it's easier, but there's less chocolate, so that's
yeah. But it's like in the olden days when they're all kind of nestled closely together, you try to snap a piece off, and it would be like trying to force apart brick.
I know there is a way, and it's been a while, but it
was like over the knee, crack, and then just use the edge of the table to bash triangles off until you'd been successful.
Yeah. The only downside of all of this is going to be impacting work time, unfortunately, because as much as they are open till like 8:30, I've got a nasty feeling all of those appointments are gone.
Yep.
So I'm going to have to constantly be going to work and going, right, so this is my appointment. It's on this day. I won't be working during that time. And if it's for the extraction, it'll be okay. This is my appointment on this day. If it's early, I may not be doing any work afterwards. Why? Because I'll be whimpering in pain.
Yes, I'll have had an extraction, darling. And once those painkillers have worn off, you notice it.
Yes, having had 2 already, you do as much as you appreciate the lack of pain of toothache. The gaping wound in your mouth.
Yes. This is
more the pain in bone of jaw.
This is when I had to stop smoking officially.
Yes.
It was like, you can vape, but you can't smoke. And it's like, oh, but I like my pipe. It's like, yes, but your teeth don't. So, and now we've had to physically remove some from your face. No more smoking.
Yeah, because you had we're going to have to remove these 2, but we can't do it at the same time because if we do that, potentially we'll weaken the jaw so it could fall off.
No, that wasn't
quite. Me. I thought it was you.
No, I had 3 out at once.
Oh, you had 3 out at once.
Yeah, because basically, if you imagine the teeth at the back on the left, the kind of the, I don't know if it's the wisdom
molars,
tooth, but it was
the wisdom tooth are the ones that are right at the back.
Yeah, well, basically from about here onwards, I don't have any teeth there, because the 3 had to come at once. The middle one went all nasty, and it ended up infecting the 2 next to it.
Yeah.
So they all 3 had to come out at once, and so yeah, that's the only time I've ever had stitches, and they were in my gum, and I was like, okay, that exists.
That is a thing. My stitches have never been in my gum; they have been in my head because I got kicked in the head.
How?
Playing football when I was young, played for a football team. I had fear of getting hit in the face by the football.
As you would.
So I didn't go for like the headers and stuff. But one time, corner from coming in towards the goal, I ducked. The guy opposite me went to kick it, got my head instead, and cut above my eye.
Ooh, nasty.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was quite bad. I was very lucky. Apparently, if it'd been lower, that would have been my eye. But yeah, I had a scar there for like ages. And then the other one, I had chicken pox, and I fell down the stairs at home.
Yeah.
And cracked my head open, which is why when I had hair, I couldn't have a proper fringe because it was a case of, hey, we're going to go this way and we're going to go this way. It's like, have fun. Like, fuck you.
Have fun
styling it was a Y-shaped
wow
break, and that had to have like stitches.
See, I used to fall down the stairs all the time when I was a kid. The worst I got was a little tiny carpet burn in the middle of my forehead.
Oh, I wish.
And that was it.
Yeah. I mean, I've not broken anything, and I have not had any serious internal issues yet. Getting older, so this could all change.
I mean, technically, in a sense, I've partially torn both knee ligaments, but it's not been a full tear, which means they have been able to mostly heal. They never heal 100%, but mostly heal. Obviously, the situation I've got at the moment,
And many kidney stones.
Yes, but again, do they really get considered serious medical issues? Because they're fairly easy to deal with. They're just painful.
Do you consider it serious when you're screaming into the toilet?
The pain is serious,
Yeah.
but the condition, it's not life-threatening, you know? I'm not being...
You feel like it's at the time.
You want it to be life-threatening. You really do just want to die, but you're not actually going to. And therefore, you're not getting whisked to A&E, you know? Yeah,
Well, welcome to old age for anyone who's younger and listening.
Yes. You've got this all to look forward to, kids. Have fun with that.
Oh, grand old times. But yeah, that's going to be going forward. So, hygienist, and then I've got to book the proper extraction. Exactly when and how I'm probably going to start pacing this out, because when you see the price list of what they're suggesting to do, like, oh, that's a lot of money. Well, that isn't that bad. That's okay, but oh, that's a lot of money. So
yeah, I used to have an ISA.
even though I'm putting it on the credit card, I'm gonna have to be.
Ouch.
Yeah, I. It's either that or wipe out what savings I have, and I'd rather not, because as soon as you wipe out your savings, something that needs your savings happens.
I was fortunate enough that didn't happen. I wiped out my savings on dental bills, and I was able to recoup some savings. So that was lucky. But
yeah.
But yes, so fortunately I got away with it.
Yes.
But that does take us up to pretty much Jackbox o'clock almost.
Yeah, we can start setting up. There may be some late arrivals or early arrivals. We'll see.
Well, we've got a game that supports plenty of people to start the things off with. So I'll leave the screen on you if you want to just fill for a moment.
So, if you enjoy any of our content, feel free to hit the subscribe button, and therefore you will see us every time we go live. We go live Monday, 8:30 GMT on TigerTails Radio. If we do anything outside of that on the radio show, we do let you know. We do have a sister channel, TigerTails Gaming. Currently, not a huge amount of stuff going on, but there will occasionally be the video when myself and TK streams on a Sunday.
In fact, this coming Sunday.
Yes,
You should be
all
down.
being good.
Yes, well,
Yes.
we'll have part 3 of Neopets, hopefully.
Yes, as long as train strikes and stuff doesn't cause issues.
We'll have to see if we can get you a PS2. And then
not on my priority list at the moment, for obvious reasons.
I'll see if we can get your PS2 on the go and with the things, so that if you can't make it down, you could always Neopet stream from home. But yeah, we'll see about that. But yes, that does take us pretty much up to Jackbox o'clock, so I think it's time for a bit of a jingle, and then we will go into the games.
We've now reached the audience participation portion of the show. It's game time.
Favorite call to eavesdrop.
Oh, that's easy. Relationship.
And hopefully we should have Espionage on the screen with a room code of Alpha Bravo Zulu Romeo ABZR.
For the next 72 hours.
So if you want to join, point your internet-enabled device to Jackbox.tv.
We can hear you breathing on
Enter the room code ABZR, give yourself a silly little name, pick an icon, and you can seriously reconsider humanity with this game. These surveys make me wonder.
We do consider humanity anyhow.
Those results about whether cult members
We can question our life choices.
No, all of our field agents keep getting discovered and converted.
Ugh, I'm just gonna say chunky.
Right, we've got 2 slots left if anybody else wants to take part.
I can't remember. I think it was. I can't remember some of the questions. I'd have to go back through the archive. Some of the questions were ones where we sat there and go, "How many?"
Pot, so we know when you take the last cup and
we are a little bit early, so I'll allow an extra couple of minutes.
Your final warning.
Yeah, because people also do grab their drinks at this time as well.
Yes.
Don't they, TK?
I wouldn't know what you're talking about.
I'm just going to load this up and then go get a drink. Thanks, TK. What are we supposed to do? Phil, he says,
Reminder
leaving
to
the
all
desk.
That once you attach a piece of surveillance equipment below your waist, you are free to.
I would
keep
just say
it
that
or
whilst we
burn
wait.
it. Please do not. return
Like
it to
you,
my-
I had company over on Eurovision night.
Oh, yeah?
Except my company was over just to watch Doctor Who and then run away to the pub when Eurovision came on because they hate it.
Yeah, I was thinking we could talk about Eurovision during Done and Dusted.
Yes.
You know, the cameras picked
Yeah.
up something really
And,
weird.
But
Really?
he arrived
Yeah,
back
it's
at my
behind a
place
fast food joint. It's some
without
sort
going
of
his breath,
portal?
just as the final act
Yeah, it's like
performed,
some sort of
Ah,
swirl
good
thing.
timing.
I'm gonna stop you there. Is it possible
Good
it's
timing.
like a dimension
and then went to
flip?
bed.
Maybe it's like a doorway to another dimension. I mean, it could be. I mean, I know that seems
Dole.
very unlikely. It seems very.
Whereas-
It's definitely the biggest difference between my partner and I, that I love Eurovision
Yeah, it's
for its
probably-
flaws and
Wanna
he
get
can't
lunch?
stand
Yeah.
it.
Ooh.
Yeah, my other half isn't a fan. Let's put it that way. They'll tolerate it if they have to, but yeah, definitely not a fan by any stretch of the imagination.
So another friend of mine, and he said that a friend of his wasn't watching it, but his partner went to the cinema. I was like, you can do that? Yeah. I know my plans for next year now.
We should.
I had no idea that was a
I don't
thing.
remember his name though.
Yeah, some places will do that. I mean, they've been doing cinema stuff for for other events because it's a
like
way of getting people in
Kyle,
for live events
Kevin, Comfy,
when they're having
Quicksilver,
difficulty getting people in for cinema stuff.
I remember seeing the
Go say, hey, Quail Egg, want to go to lunch?
the Railway Children, the stage show
Christmas.
in the cinema.
How about just walking over
I
there?
saw that too,
Hey,
I
I'm
think.
Warren. I'm sorry.
I thought it was quite cool. What surprised me is when they had an interval.
Can you say Christmas?
Yeah, it's a
but
stage
sort
show,
of
but I thought
letters,
this
so it
has
thinks
been
you said his
pre-recorded. It's
name?
fine. There won't be an interval. There was a 20-minute interval.
Brian said that was his name.
It's like we got
Right.
the true
Hey, Chris
theatre experience in the cinema, and it was very confusing. It's like I can actually leave and get a drink and stuff. What the? Okay. Right, I think that's given everyone enough time. There has been no one else joining, so if you do wish to join, you can
A
join the
reminder
audience.
to all agents,
But until then,
inter-office romances
let's
are
start the
prohibited
show.
but must be reported.
Here at the government, we are constantly watching everything. Like when you put an empty milk jug back into the fridge because throwing it away seemed like too much effort. It all gets stored and cataloged for government use, but here we use it to play espionage. Let the espionage begin! Okay, who's first?
Xavier, you're first.
Good God. Oh, here's one we've been especially interested in. Don't ask why.
Farmers markets.
Okay.
What percentage of people have been to a farmer's market within the past year?
Oh, damn it.
Give it your best guess. You get more points the closer you come to
Contextual
the actual
fucking-
percentage.
Question, what year is this game? This is
Come on.
pre-COVID.
Make a guess. Make a guess.
You're almost out of time.
You can tell it's very
We have an
American.
answer. 34%. Okay,
we get
everyone
farmers
else.
markets in the
Time
UK.
to guess if the actual percentage
Oh, yeah,
is
true,
higher
but-
or lower. If you think the guess is off by 15%
Very
or more,
American,
you can
though,
get
this one,
double
unfortunately.
points by picking much higher
I don't
or
agree.
much lower.
Believe it.
I've been to a farmers market
Me,
in the last year, I think, so.
For me, it's never. I get my milk from a farm, but that's not really a market. That's just a vending machine. I'm gonna say
Hurry up.
that.
Most of you are saying higher. Okay, right answer is
Damn.
47%.
Oh, I should have gone
$5
much higher.
rutabagas.
Oh, no, I shouldn't. No.
No much higher in this round.
Who said higher? Here's some points.
That wasn't bad for a start.
I am pleasantly surprised by that figure, actually.
Okay, who's
I
up
thought it would have
next?
been less.
What should I search for in the old Surveillance Pro next? Ooh, I know.
This is why the contextual of when this
Farm
game
hands.
was released helps.
Yeah.
Have we picked the farming
What percentage of
fucking
people
question
have worked
round?
on farms for at least one day?
Using global data. So,
19%. What do y'all think?
I mean-
Higher or lower?
School doesn't count, does it?
is a garden a farm? Asked Cosmic. I'd say no.
Believe it.
No, no.
I hear you.
People are thinking it's lower. And
I
the
don't
correct
think it's
answer
going to
is
be low. I think it's definitely higher. The question is how much higher.
41%. And no,
Really?
working at a food co-op in Brooklyn doesn't
Doing
count.
what?
Double down. It's like cash and hand work and things like that,
Let's see
isn't
who
it?
got it right.
Yeah, like
Well
seasonal,
done.
like berry
You
picking
get
type
points.
things.
Oh, God, I was thinking they just had to do the farming bit.
Who's next?
Believe it.
Snow's Destiny's turn.
Okay, computer, what do you have for this one?
Blessings. There's expulsion responders.
What percentage of post-sneeze blessers usually say bless you, not gesundheit or something else after somebody sneezes?
Someone actually got stats for this.
They were surveyed on the internet, so they put the question up and people answered.
It's weird because Gesundheit, German one you wouldn't think is going to be that popular.
Okay, higher or lower?
Quite popular in the UK, but...
Well, does this include when you bless yourself, like I often do?
I hear you.
You quite often have to.
It's the worst thing. It's like you sneeze quite loudly in an open area, and you say it yourself because no one else around you said it.
Most people said lower.
Right,
Okay, let's see
lower.
the right answer.
Ah, damn.
Oh, fuck you.
76%.
Oh,
I usually give people 2 bless yous. Sneeze number 3 gets a knock it off. Who got it right? Here's some points.
Charleston is off the scoreboard.
Next up.
And it's Charleston's turn.
All right, buckle in. I've got one for you.
There are a lot of liars answering their survey, says Cosmic.
What percentage of people keep printed words of wisdom in a visible spot at home or work?
Oh,
Words of wisdom, not like live, life,
at
love.
work. No, yeah, no, work ones, there's going to be a lot. Oh,
81%.
yeah.
What do y'all
I mean,
think?
I can't-
Higher or lower?
Probably a bit lower.
I got some literally just to the right of me.
Believe it.
Only one of you thinks it's higher. And
It's
survey
literally an
says
industry now.
Holy crap.
38%.
Oh, okay. All right. It must be.
Terrible
This
guess.
is
You need to be
way
within
before when I
30%
had
and get points.
all of the
Let's see
stuff
who
we
got it
did.
right.
Damn it. Never mind.
Nice job. I've got some points for you.
Could have doubled down.
Could have doubled down.
Who's next?
I'm shocked it was that low.
Same here.
Ooh, this should be fun.
Oh, this will be Americanized, certainly.
What percentage of people have vomited at amusement parks?
Or not.
Okay. I am gonna have to tick this box, unfortunately.
I got close, but I haven't actually done it myself.
I've been waiting for about 3 hours in the queue because they were cleaning up after
40%.
somebody else vomited.
Everyone else,
Yeah.
higher or lower?
The question is, will these people admit to it? That's the point.
Believe it.
Most of you are saying higher. And Surveil says
Even spread.
No, they won't.
Oh, shut that one
and about
down!
twice that percentage have been vomited on, resulting in about a 2-person coverage ratio per barf. Interesting. Who got it right?
Yeah, the Dark Ride X No Way Out at Thorpe Park. We were going to climb on it and then notice somebody else had puked on
Okay,
it, so we had
who's
to
up next?
call for the attendant, go barf on the train. They had to detrain everyone,
see, what would
cycle it
we
through
do?
to get the old train out and a
How
new train on.
about this?
TV.
Binging. 24-hour watch-a-thons.
What percentage of people have binge-watched entire seasons of a TV show in one day? A day they'll never get back.
I did that.
So
Gaming that's a lot easier.
yeah, this was released about time when Netflix.
40%. All right, what do you think?
Maybe not Amazon. Was that? I think Amazon may have been out. Certainly some streaming services.
Believe it. I hear you.
Everyone says higher except for one of you.
Only one
Now
person
let's get to
does
the
that.
right answer.
Holy
78%. Thanks for helping me kill an entire Sunday, Netflix. Let's see who got it right. Smart, yes.
Yeah, nobody
Here's
doubled
your
down
points.
for this entire game.
Nope.
We really should have.
You want the guaranteed points
It's
rather
time
than
for
losing the
final
points.
round.
Cosmic says,
Through
who has that kind of
sophisticated
time?
population
I know,
profiling,
right?
We found the most popular answers to this question. What classic book did most
Well,
people love
24
reading
was
as kids?
24
Here are the
hours.
most popular
Yeah.
answers. You'll need to pick the 3 most popular answers to get points. Good luck!
not one of those we can't. But okay.
Okay, so we are talking about. We're talking about relatively.
Don't forget, you can pick 3 answers.
Yep, there are 3 answers to choose. So if you're not using all your things, you're wasting a vote.
All right, let's see what everyone picks.
Mentioning Harry Potter at least puts it relatively 2028. Yeah, 2016.
What are the most popular answers?
Where's the
damn!
2016. This is when this was released. Harry Potter, no surprise.
Now let's see those final scores.
That's a lot of people in America.
Wow, you played this game like 87% of people wish they could, and only 21% of them could ever hope to.
Cosmic's going, oh, this is wrong write-off. Where's Charlotte's Web? The Velveteen Rabbit? The Giving Tree? Of which I've only actually read Charlotte's Web, never heard of the Velveteen Rabbit, and I know of the Giving Tree, but never read it.
I've got a copy of the Velveteen Rabbit. I've never read it, but I've got a copy of it. It was a gift from a friend.
It's one of those things that dates you when you start mentioning those kind of books.
Very much so. Then again, I'm old, so there's the score as it was.
And also, this is American, so we're not going to probably see Alex Rider or something like that.
That's very true.
And Snow was 11% off. Jennifer Back was 16% off on average.
There we go. So that was the first round of Jackbox Gamings. Oh, well, apparently on Xavier.
Hello.
Hello.
As I'm typing.
Yep. Well, we'll shift it over to Charleston. There we go. Because what we'll do is, as I set up the next round of Jackbox Gamings and things, I will press a quick jingle button so we can have some done and dusted, where we can have a bit of a natter about Eurovision.
It's that time where the cast of TigerTails Radio reviews stuff badly. This is Done and Dusted.
So, Charleston, Eurovision happened.
It did. It didn't quite go smoothly, but it happened.
And don't forget, no Rule 6.
Which is going to be difficult for this year, because I had to look up a lot of what they were talking about.
Well, one song got booed for Rule 6 reasons, but one that got banned for non-Rule 6 reasons.
Yes.
Yeah. And organisers got booed for not doing what they did for other countries previous years.
There's been some Rule 6, some not Rule 6, why they got booed, yes. But
as far as I'm aware, it's the first time ever in the show's history that they've actually banned a country mid-contest.
Yeah, after, I'm going to say Denmark. Is it Denmark? The Netherlands? No, Denmark's everything. After the Netherlands qualified, and then were kicked out, after apparently their singer made a threatening gesture at a camera person, allegedly.
Yeah, there was a police investigation, so
yeah,
stuff happened.
Well, I guess you basically figured there are 2 choices. Either disqualify him immediately, or delay everybody else until the investigation was done. And that was never going to be an option because everyone would be really, really angry if that happened.
And so, yes.
More angry than they were if they already were able to see most of the show they were meant to see.
Cosmic says, don't get me started on this year's contest. We'll be here all night. That's okay. We got plenty of time.
And I must say, I feel quite awkward as a Eurovision fan right now because a lot of fans are saying how the juries always get it wrong, and yet I've actually found myself siding more with the juries because the jury favourite was the one that won, and also my personal favourite this year. I love Switzerland's act.
It's my favourite one that got through. Was Windows 95 Man.
Oh yeah, Windows 95 Man, which was hilarious to watch. I enjoyed watching that one.
And that was Denmark, and they got utterly
That was
stiffed.
Finland.
Sorry.
No rules. It was hilarious to watch.
It was brilliant, and yeah, they got utterly stiffed.
Yeah, let's be fair as we can be. So Switzerland won with the code, which for a song wasn't bad.
I think,
especially for a Eurovision song.
I wasn't too enthralled with the staging because it was just Nemo on a big disc doing some balancing, and I mean when you consider
that was balancing.
Pardon?
Yeah,
it's
not very good balancing, you ask me.
It was very good balancing, but then when you consider the UK act was also doing some very good balancing and kind of core lifting things while singing, on a stage that looked good on the camera, but if you were looking at it on the live stage, must have been the most boring, pointless setup.
Yeah, some of the stage stuff was very much designed, especially if we go back to Windows 95 Man, for the TV viewer.
Yes.
Very much.
Not fairness, they're the ones who are voting, for the most part.
Yeah. I mean, in terms of the songs, I don't know. I mean, the Ukraine one, I can't remember now for the life of me. Islands was fun. Islands was interesting.
Yep.
Just scrolling down on the list.
The only song this year that I didn't like was Iceland. I just could not get into Iceland's song, which is why they were voted out in the semi.
Oh yes.
Did.
Cosmic says the code was very well written, very personal and good for them, but Rim Tim Tiggy Dim is a party banger and was my pick to win. I like that song.
There was some interesting stuff in terms of the songs. The general skits were about as Eurovision-y as Eurovision has ever been. I will say the ABBA interview or whatever it was very cringeworthy.
For those who didn't see, Xavier did this while saying ABBA.
Yes.
Yes, because I'm not on. I'm so used to TK just throwing me onto camera because hey, why not?
Hey, busy. I'm
yes, I know that's fine. And I kind of missed the English jabs and jives because it was just Graham Norton and not Mel. I think it was.
No, it's always just Graham Norton on the finals.
No, they also had Mel. Oh, was it just finals? I thought they might have gotten Mel involved.
No, Mel gets involved during the semis, except she didn't this year. It was the two guys from Radio something.
Yeah, Scott Mills and Ryan and Clark.
Yeah, the Radio 1 or Radio 3?
BBC One, Scott Mills.
Yeah.
I'm trying to picture Radio 3 doing Eurovision. That'd be a weird day. Radio 3 is all classical music.
No, I know. I thought the presenter might be. Not the actual show itself, but the actual presenter. I thought BBC Radio 4 was all the classical stuff anyway.
That's all the talking.
We had Joanna Lumley.
Giving our points out. She was our points person,
nice. Yeah. At least we didn't have some really bad cringe, but they were doing a lot of look back over the year for this year's Eurovision. And I kind of kept on phasing out a lot. I mean, I enjoyed like the tour things for previous years when it's like, here's our country.
Yep.
But this felt very much like, and we ignore. Because it was like, oh, look. Bananarama ripping the skirts off. Oh, that was the most controversial thing. Bucks Fizz, that's the one. And nowadays it's like, no, there's guys running around naked. Pretty much.
Yeah, I was not upset about that.
I know you were not upset about that.
I mean, what made me laugh during the semis is when Petra, one of the hosts, was doing a thing about some of the past Eurovision classics and songs and things. And she's like, we're going to play a little bit of a medley now, whatever. And if you are able to name all of these songs, then you know that you're a true homosexual Eurovision fan.
That was brilliant.
Dear me.
I thought, yes, Petra, we love you.
Yeah, so there's definitely some controversy going on because during the points conversation, they were even booing the head of the Eurovision board.
Yep.
Because of decisions going forward. And then the points happened. Now, the judging points...
Oh my God.
I would say I would mostly agree with.
Cosmic says that Petra is the queen of the subtle gay joke. That was not a subtle gay joke at all, Cosmic.
But I got to say, for the judges' points, I mostly agree. for the judges' points when they came through, but the audience points was the weirdest thing I've seen. Really.
Why?
In certain areas. Because the audience definitely would enjoy it. It's good old fun. Didn't get as much traction. Because like even Graham was sat there going, yeah, I was fully expecting them to get a lot more. It's fun. And it just didn't. It just felt very weird when the fun songs. Because you got to remember, we've had Eurovision years where we've had fucking bloody heavy metal. And that won.
Yes.
But it was like the fun songs just didn't seem to
get any traction.
Resonate. Yeah.
Well, as Cosmic says in the chat, he says the audience don't vote for the songs usually, they vote politically. Despite the fact that Eurovision is supposed to be just about the music and not political in the slightest. But we're not going to go any deeper about that because of Rule 6.
It wasn't traditional Eurovision voting blocks as we've all become used to. Yeah. But I think the weirdest thing was then it was like not one person, not one country put England in any of the top 12 points rankings.
Yeah, we got nil points for the public vote again.
Yeah.
He seemed to take it as dry. They were sort of like,
owned it.
Yeah. Didn't help that the song was, yet again, shit.
I mean, no offense to Ollie. He's probably a lovely chap, but oh my God, that song. It's like, it scored points for me from having lots of hunky men rolling around in it. And like I say, on the camera, looked fine, the staging, the whole rotating set thing, except we all know it's not rotating. The camera's just jerking a bit and they're just forward rolling and then holding themselves up with core body strength, which must have looked really strange for the audience actually there at the show. I know they can see like giant screens so they can get the context and everything, but just looking at it on stage must have been weird. And it's like, I remember the days when they would just have 4 people behind microphones just doing a little bit of a bop and then whisking a skirt away. And we've come on so far that it seems to be every act seems to just want to lay on the ground for some reason, and then the camera goes overhead and you can see the digital flooring going, hey, look, pictures and things and context as to why they're laying on the ground.
Using sometimes in the same way as some of the best ones, it's like all of the really cool ideas seems to have not been used. And it's really annoying.
They need more fire.
They need to make it. We need better song. Let's be honest. But if they're gonna do a presentation, they need to have someone who actually fucking knows how to do a presentation. Jesus. But yeah, it's been a weird one. The 2024.
I mean, it's
still enjoyable because it's Eurovision and it's nuts.
Yeah. I mean, as Charleston himself said in the Eurovision chat during the second semi-final. It was like, this must be the final where they're allowed to use the box screens that come down. Because the first semis didn't seem to use them at all. And then the second semis, like, everyone was using them.
I do love that set. I think that's a beautiful looking set.
I just wish they took advantage of it more.
Agreed, but for what it was, I still love it.
Oh yeah, it's very pretty.
I gotta feel now that a lot of like music presenting type people are staying away from this, because aside from like the occasional one that's always going to be like the runaway favorite, because it was Germany's Satellite Lass and a few others, I don't reckon these are going to be like top 40 chart toppers in Europe.
Yeah, be surprised.
I'll be glad
breaking Spotify records.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Well, also, Eurovision audience and general audience are two very different things a lot of the time. I mean, yes. I watched a video essay about where the guy basically talks about nothing but Eurovision, and he did a whole video where basically he summarized the UK wrote a good song, but Netherlands wrote a Eurovision song, and they are two entirely different things.
Yes, they are.
Because I don't mind our song as it is, but I don't think it's really... I'm not surprised that we didn't crash at the end, come completely last, thanks to some judges liking us.
Yeah.
But also, not surprised that we didn't go that much higher. Honestly, I prefer last year's song, because as much as I teased it by calling it instead I wrote some crap, it's kind of cute in retrospect how meta it was.
It was still crap, though. Let's not get away from that fact. It was crap.
It was mostly just the lackluster performance that lost it for me last year, because she was just like an okay singer at best.
Yeah, we need to see people who can actually sing. I'm just really annoyed still that Jordan Clark's Freaks didn't become our entry. We ended up with that stupid ballad thing that got us nowhere.
Yeah, that was annoying. But then that's the trouble when we were doing the public votes for it, because it was like, you ain't going to get a good song from a public vote. You ain't going to get a good song from fucking, let's do a TV show. It's like, you'll get a good song by going, right, let's actually go do some fucking market research.
Yeah, let's get the professionals to do things, and then we might end up with something.
But they don't want to touch Eurovision with a barge pole, because as soon as you touch Eurovision, apparently it's like...
Your career is tainted forever. Yeah, I mean, it did ABBA so much harm, didn't it?
Yeah, but we're not in those years anymore, are we?
No.
That was such a weird moment when it randomly landed on Brighton, asking how ABBA changed the city, and they were like,
it didn't.
I didn't really know. And then it just got back to the regular show. Like, what was it about?
Oh, that made me laugh, that did. It was completely pointless, but I loved it.
Yeah, those
to Brighton. Could they find some other lesser-known city in Sweden to go to?
No, I think it was because it had happened at Brighton. I think the Eurovision had been hosted at Brighton when they won. Because they won when it was being hosted in the UK. And I think, if I remember rightly, it was, I'm sure Cosmic will correct me, but I think it was hosted in Brighton at the time, which is why they did the focus in on Brighton for that.
Right, that would make sense. Because I couldn't make sense of it otherwise.
Well, maybe enough is when they go, right, now we're going to cut to ABBA. And of course it isn't ABBA. We're going to London and we're going to ABBA. And it's like, oh, really? Oh, wow, these are some weird-looking ABBAs. Okay. Because ABBA Live is a thing at the moment in London, and it's all kind of digital projection, hologram type ABBA. And yeah, weird. Very weird. But yeah, they had a little ABBA thing going on. And yeah, there was lots of... I mean, for the music this year, for the most part, not a lot of it really grabbed me. Most of the music that did grab me didn't get through into the finals, which was a shame. San Marino was robbed. And... the other one that did grab me was, of course, Juiced, who got disqualified, and Windows 95 Man didn't get any traction.
So it did get in the final, at least.
Got to the final, but yeah, didn't get anywhere from there. There we go. Cosmic said, yep, the 1974 contest was hosted in Brighton after Luxembourg's second consecutive win and their decision to pass on hosting 2 years in a row.
And that gets a thumbs up from me.
Because it's expensive hosting Eurovision, and so I can understand why they wouldn't want to do it twice in a row.
Well, Ireland still remained the only country to ever win it 3 times in a row.
Yep, but now they share it with Sweden for winning it 7 times.
Well, I think that's pretty much it then for the Eurovision talk.
The second semi-final, they did a big musical number, basically apologising for winning it so often and saying that they won't do it again. Well, actually, maybe they'll do it one more, just so they can actually beat Ireland.
Well, I just watched that and thought, since when did this become the Tony Awards?
And I was there going, hell yeah, I'm here for this. More of this, please, Eurovision. More musical theatre, please. But yes, we should probably cut back to the Jackbox games now. I had a good time for Eurovision. Hope everyone else did as well.
Oh, always, even with the controversies.
Indeed. Right, and let's move on to the next game. It's Job. Time to get your job applications in.
With the code being HMUK.
HMUK.
I don't know about you, but I'm ready for second lunch.
Read the room code. My pleasure. HMUK.
There were a couple of songs also, pardon me going back on the conversation, but a couple of songs also that I loved it in the recorded version, and then I heard it live, I was like, oh, damn it, it doesn't sound good anymore.
Not as good.
The 2 particular ones I would think of are Australia's song and Belgium's song.
Which one was Belgium's one?
Belgium's was the The blonde guy with the glitter all over his hands who was belting into about 100 microphones that he must have stolen.
Oh, yes, him. I remember that.
He sounded so warbly live, I don't know why.
So, we have me, Charleston, Cosmovision, Spillage, Snow's Destiny, and I'm a Bot.
Somebody push me closer to the window.
We have a Snow's Destiny. Are we going to have a Jennifer Bat appearing? Unless they've decided to change their name to Spillage. I don't think they have. Which will give people an extra moment, because we didn't really announce when we were coming back. Not this time. Okay, fine. So we probably got everyone then.
You can turn down the volume for music, voice, and sound effects from the game's pause menu. It's not like
This
people
is
work
another
hard
drink
on those things
break
you
time for us.
Pardon?
Another drink break time for everybody. It's like, yeah, we'll grab a drink and then come back.
Right, well, I'm going to start the game in 5, 4. If you don't want me to start the game, this is when you should start shouting in a channel or somewhere. 3, 2, 1. Oh, hang on, I should check the YouTube comments just before I do press the final button.
No, all good.
Did you ask a question by never listening?
I've pressed the button. It's go time.
Welcome, potential hires. We're thrilled you've applied for this exciting employment opportunity. If you haven't guessed, I'm the boss around here, but I like to think of myself more as a buddy. A boss buddy. Water? Someone will get that. I can tell you're all great candidates. Unfortunately, there's a whole bunch of you, and only one job. It's incredibly stressful. For me! That's why I developed a revolutionary new hiring process. I'm going to interview you all at once and force you to judge each other. Whew, I feel more relaxed already. Deborah, clear my calendar. It's time to get to know our candidates. My first rule of management, I only hire my dearest, closest friends. So let's get to know each other. I'm gonna send some icebreaker questions to your device. Answer them any way you want. There are no rules. Except this one rule. You gotta use at least 5 words, okay? Oversharing leads to overcaring. It's my first rule of management.
And people love you forever if you use lots of punctuation marks. This is where everyone goes quiet as we all type a ton of words.
I'm here to inform you that you've used half of your time.
Oh, balls. There's a third question.
Yes.
How long have we got left?
15 seconds.
Not enough time.
I had to just rush that one out.
Likewise. Xavier, got a second? Time off.
All right, now we'll just file your answers.
I don't know if that saved what I put in, but never mind. Not necessarily the most thought-provoking prompts this time.
Now that we're pals, I'm sending some tough but fair interview questions to your device. But instead of typing your responses, you'll be using words from your fellow interviewees to answer the questions. Pretty innovative, right? Tap any word you see to add it to your response. If you make a mistake, tap the word again to remove it. You can also drag words around to rearrange them. Can't find the right words for what you want to say? Then say something different, pal, because that's all you're getting. The first rule of management is limitations foster creativity.
And don't forget, you can use words from the question itself.
We bring that up as a twist in the second round, but we all play it so often that we know it.
Yep.
Hey, you're halfway through the timer.
Yeah. I'm not feeling these prompts. Well, 40 odd seconds. You've still got bags of time.
Okay, I've got my two answers in.
Hey.
30 seconds left on the clock in real time, which probably means you've got about 20 seconds left by the time you hear this. We are just waiting for spillage.
You should
We are
hurry,
just
time's
waiting
running
for
out.
spillage.
It's a good name. By now, the water is probably flooding up the page. Everyone's in.
Oh, I can't wait to see these. Can you tell me a time when you thought outside the box?
So, tell you a time we
These
thought
are both
outside the
pretty
box.
great, but I like one of them better.
We
I
have.
just need you guys to remind me which one.
So we have.
Go ahead and vote already.
Shut up, woman. We have I thought outside the box and into the mouth of a hippo, or it was in the middle of dinner. Call back, I'll tell you. It's a die.
Hey, you grab words from the question. You can use just about any text you see on your device.
No rainbow bonus for either of us.
Why
No,
would you
bit of a
leave your
shame.
former occupation?
Xavier.
Why did you leave your former occupation? It's awkward. I find any excuse to leave before I gas. Oh, we found Echo. Well, actually, no, he doesn't give an excuse. He gasses, then he leaves. I was a magical firefly, and it started to torture my eye.
What was the magic trick?
I don't know.
And spinach wins. Again, no rainbow bonus.
What usually kills small businesses in their first year?
Charleston.
Okay. What usually kills small businesses in their first year? I have no idea. Painful surgery with pink blood being painful, or fire. Fire kills small businesses. Hippo kills the queen.
Oh. Yeah.
Synergy. But no rainbow bonus still.
What's
Yes.
the best way to motivate you?
So, what's the best way to motivate you? I like drag, but the drink is magical. Or treat people with respect and kindness. Just feel free, murder them. Somebody desperately wanted a 2 in their word list and didn't get it, even though it was in the question.
There is a prompt count limit though.
True. Ah, we got another synergy, this time for Charleston.
Synergy.
Using all of Xavier and a little bit of mine.
Describe your ideal retirement.
Xavier.
Okay, describe your ideal retirement. Ideal retirement is when it is dinner right now. Alright, I agree with that one. Being productive with life. I'm better being productive. I got confused because there was not a comma, the other one.
Apostrophe.
Nice.
That's the one.
Using words from 3 separate people earns you an extra bonus.
Xavier gets a rainbow bonus.
All of 50
What's a time
points.
you disagreed with a decision that was made at work?
Everyone else gets 150.
Justin.
So what's a time you disagreed with a decision that was made at work? Not best on results, or I always do.
Yeah, I'll get the answer to the second one of Xavier's. Oh, no, it was spillages. It definitely felt like a Xavier answer. Xavier's wording. There we go. That'll be why.
A good manager knows that people are more than just numbers. Still, the numbers are the main thing, so let's see them.
And it's currently a spillage in the lead.
Is it just me, or is this report
I'm a
boring?
close second.
Time for some more
Xavier.
icebreakers.
Charleston, Snow Destiny. But it's split.
Okay, you know the routine. Write whatever you want, and don't be afraid to get descriptive. Paint me a word picture, dang it. Hi, I was there yesterday for a detox, and all they did was drain my jug and charge me $500. Ugh, yeah, I'll hold.
You are about halfway through the timer.
Okay, only 2 questions were wanted. I've delivered 2 questions. We're just waiting for Charleston and Xavier. And you have 20 seconds left on the clock.
Hey, you're almost out of time.
Hello, water.
Everyone's
Looks
in.
like words to me.
How to stress you out. Start flooding the screen.
Round 2 of questioning. This time, I want to know how you would handle some tough workplace scenarios. Remember, you can use any word you see on your device in your answer. Try grabbing a word from the question itself. The only limit is your imagination. And also there's a time limit.
Where's is? There we go.
When you need an on, but you don't have one.
Half your time is up.
It's awful. Right.
I've got 2 answers put in.
Yeah.
Waiting
That's how confident I feel as well.
We're waiting for Charles. No, we're not. We're waiting for Cosmofish and Spillage and Snow's Destiny. Waiting for Spillage and Snow's Destiny.
Time's almost up.
You got about 15 seconds by the time you hear this.
And you'll probably have water by now.
It's a convenient clue as to when you know that your time is running out. Come on, Spillage. Everyone's in.
Show me what you got. Your manager wants you to write their reports for them. How do you respond?
So your manager wants you to write the reports for them.
Choose your
How do you
favorite
respond? I'll tell them to leave your number and shoot them. Or, the furry fandom loves a good banging. I would open heads.
Okay.
They're not wrong. Sorry,
This round, good answers net you even more points.
Synergy. And a rainbow bonus.
There's not enough tasty gossip in this office. What rumor would you start?
Xavier.
There's not enough tasty gossip in this office. What rumor would you start? My family, you torture slaughtered that beaver. That's perfectly fine, Charleston. Okay. TK is very pungent. Jesus, incredibly ironic pungent. Very interesting rumours.
It wouldn't let me vote. Jesus sliced.
Your manager offers you a fancy company laptop, not realizing you were already given one. What do you do?
Justin.
Okay, your manager offers you a fancy company laptop, not realizing you were already given one. What do you do? A fancy company laptop? Do I? I believe I do. Well, that's okay. Click the fancy switch suck on a teat.
And Spillage wins that one. A fancy company laptop. Thank you very much.
Tyler says he's the most flexible person in the office. How do you ruin his whole deal?
So, Tyler says he's the most flexible little person in the office. How do you ruin his whole deal? Tyler would become king of open mouth in the Furry Phantom, or I'd literally crush his nuts, at least I'd have an excuse.
So, sex. You deal with him with sex. Okay.
Or just stamp on his balls.
Which, to some people, is classified as sex.
Foreplay, maybe.
It is all me.
Ted was promoted to manager even
Aside
though
from
you
his.
were next in line. How do you
Yeah,
respond?
that comes the question. Saviour.
All right. Ted was promoted to manager even though you were next in line. How do you respond? I respond with incredibly surgery to manager, all hail my camp, or I cook Ted. Someone had better prompt.
Well done, Spillage.
Better words.
30 human-sized robots that look just like you and your coworkers are delivered to the office. How do you respond?
Charleston.
Okay, 30 human-sized robots that look like you and your co-workers are delivered to the office. How do you respond? I don't like human-sized robots. I'd probably be crushed. Or too much attention to take things.
I don't like human-sized robots wins by TK Tiger.
Yeah. Taking some more questions, answers to the question.
I'm not much for reading, but from what I skimmed, you guys did great. Let's see who's in the lead.
Spillage
Boy,
is
if I were
ever
you,
so slightly in the
I'd
lead.
be real nervous now. How about one more icebreaker to keep things light? Don't overthink it. Just put down whatever enters your mind. Unless you're thinking about a big, delicious sandwich. I skipped lunch and I am dying over here.
Half your time is up. Finish your answer before time runs out.
Honesty. Boundaries get the job done. Waiting for Snow's destiny, and that's it. Everyone's in.
This is exactly what I hoped each of you would say.
I don't think it was, lady.
Okay, it's the final round, and it appears we're missing something. Your resumes. Probably my fault. I got jealous of all the other jobs you've had, so I ripped them up. But you know what? I don't need resumes. Just finish the personal statement that's already started on your device. This is your last chance to wow me, and I love being wowed.
Oh, bless you.
Sure.
Thank you. That's me.
That's right again, jeez.
Why do the statistics?
I'm here to inform you that you've used half your time.
Professionalism. Conquer your picture. We are just waiting for spillage. There is about 20 seconds by the time you hear this. The water will probably be the clue, though.
Hurry up, you don't want to run out of time.
I think we're going to run out of time. Oh, no, Justin.
Here we go.
So, I create delicious bacon sandwich, turn off the gas. I destroy mayonnaise and family, brutal. I create slight swaying movements. I destroy code. Woohoo! Or I destroy the code. Woohoo!
Oh.
And it's 50-50.
It's the last round, so let's really jack up that score bonus, shall we?
And I get a rainbow bonus. Yay! Saviour.
Okay, final first impressions. I create steps to square dance yeehaw, or I destroy crushed balls to pieces, or I create banging whiplash, or I destroy my TV. I'm of down about them. I'm of down about them. Okay. Lord.
And Spillage wins that one. With a rainbow bonus. Yay, I get some points. Justin.
Okay. So I create awkward workplace conversations, I destroy Fox through science, or I create colourful Bigfoot with life, I destroy people's poop heads.
And Xavier wins that one with creating awkward workplace conversation. Gets you a rainbow bonus. What's that done to the final scores?
I declare this interview over. I wish I could hire you all, but the first rule of management is one employee per job.
And Spillage runs away with it.
The job goes to... Congratulations, you're our new Chief Strategy Polisher. Welcome to the team. Oh, and Allison, you're fired.
Oh no.
So, Charleston, my nuts would probably be crushed. I'd literally land in bullshit. At least I'd have an excuse to square dance. Yeehaw? I wonder what the problem
That was all about what I would do in a rodeo.
Ah. Cosmo, I'll tell you what, we're in the middle of dinner right now. Please leave your home number and we'll call you back later tonight. Not. Tiger, I've no idea how my last injury came about. I just woke up with it being incredibly painful one day. Cue the surgery. That was tell me about your most recent injury. Spillage. Fire your favourite enemy out of a cannon and into the open mouth of a chilled-out hippo. That was a very useful prompt for me. And another one for me. Oh, this was a question about what would happen if you got transformed, if you woke up one morning and you were a bear. So I'd say I'd become king of the furries and have all the transformation fans literally banging on my door asking for naughties.
You're not far off.
Xavier, there is a magical firefly that lives inside them. That you torture when you flick the switch to. Did you run out of time?
Yes. That's the one where I was running out of time.
Charleston, my nuts would be... Oh yeah, we've now looped. So that was Chop Chop. Well done, everyone. Especially to Spillage, who wins that round. And which conveniently takes us back, if the mouse will wake up, so I can go back to the main screen. Thank you very much. and Charleston's on the main screen there. So yes, that pretty much takes us to the end of the show.
It does.
Not bad going. See? The perfect bit of jackboxing there. So, Charleston, since you're on the... Remind us, what are the socials?
The socials are how you find us online.
That's as good as you're gonna get.
There you go, Xavier. Come on.
Dear me. So you can find us on YouTube on TigerTails Radio or TigerTails Gaming. You can also find us on Facebook under TigerTails Radio or TigerTails Entertainment. We are also on Twitter or X under TigerTails Radio or Team TigerTails. Anything else, TK will never ever sort out.
No. Well, we've got a blue sky at tigertailsradio.bsky.social. Or
We've got a website.
We've got a website, tigertails.co.uk, which never gets updated at the moment because I've been busy. No. But yeah.
Busy being ill at home doing nothing. Yeah.
Busy being ill and being in pain and enjoying lots of painkillers. But yes, that does indeed pretty much where to find us and how to find us. If you have enjoyed tonight's episode, then there is a button down there specifically for that. Feel free to use it. And don't forget, as David said earlier on in the show, to press the subscribe button if you've had fun so that you don't miss another episode. Unless, of course, you've already pressed it, in which case you don't need to press it again. It's all good. But on that note, it is time for a round of goodbyes. So it is a goodbye from the Charleston.
Goodbye.
And it's a goodbye from the Xavier.
Goodbye, all.
And it's a goodbye from the Void. And it's a goodbye for myself, TK Tiger. Thank you very much for watching and or listening to this episode of TigerTails Radio. We will be back next week. Maybe with a Hedgie, maybe with not. We shall see. Maybe with an Echo, maybe we'll not. Who is to know? I need to cancel the Void away because we no longer need that. Bye. Oof. And it just leaves us now time to do the awkward wave. Join us next week for another exciting episode of TigerTails Radio for episode 28, where we are even further through the series. But until then, it's night-night, everybody. Night-night.
Night.